Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thanks for joining me on a Monday. Today we have the Luminox Pacific Diver Ripple 39mm, and this is model number XS.3122M. And basically this is just a smaller version of the regular Pacific Diver that I reviewed back in 2020, I believe. Let's check it out. Guys, we'll get into this, but first check out my Amazon shopping channel if you like any of the other watches I reviewed on my channel. As y'all know, I get a very small commission whenever you buy from my Amazon store, so I definitely appreciate it. So this is normal Luminox packaging. Actually, this is smaller Luminox packaging. Normally you get like, you know, the square Pelican style case. This is just a smaller version of that. And here is the watch. See, I mean, basically it's basically just a Pacific Diver, just downsized to, you know, a 39mm. And as usual, I'll go ahead and tell you all the 7 specs you need to know, and then we will talk more in depth about the watch here in just a minute. Get that out of the way. All right, let's take this off here. No paperwork, no warranty card, no nothing with this. There we go. All right. All right, let me tell you all the specs that you need to know here. You're looking at a 39mm stainless steel case. It's 12mm thick. It's 46mm lug to lug. It's on a 22mm stainless steel bracelet. It is water resistant to 200 meters, which is 660 feet. You get the RONDA 515 movement side with about a 48-month power reserve. And you do get a sapphire crystal with AR coating. And if you want to check out all the other specs, make sure you check down there in the description field. You know, like it's got tritium tubes. It's got a 60-click Carbonox Uni-Directional bezel. It weighs 175 grams. Anyway, check down there for all of that stuff if you want to learn about that stuff. So I've always liked the Pacific Diver series. I've always thought they're really good looking watches, incredibly legible, very well built. I mean, this thing feels solid as a rock. I've never been, honestly, and this is just a personal preference, really a big fan of Jubilee bracelets. But for some reason, this one I like. I'm not quite sure. I think because maybe the tolerances are a little bit tighter for this Jubilee bracelet. It's not as wobbly and jiggly and loose fitting or loose feeling as a lot of other Jubilee bracelets. So they did a really good job on this bracelet. It feels fantastic on the wrist. And of course, I'll give you a wrist shot here in just a few minutes. But I mean, it's just a good looking watch. It's well built. It's incredibly legible. Let me show you the click action on the bezel, 60-click unidirectional bezel. I mean, literally no back play. When I try to push it back, I mean, nothing happens. So no back play. You got the nice little tritium tube up there at 12 o'clock, right there where my finger is. And I think they use that Carbonox material just to, you know, basically lighten the load a little bit here, because this is already kind of a heavy watch at 175 grams. And if they had gone with a stainless steel bezel or like a stainless steel bezel with a aluminum insert, it would have been even more heavy. So I think that's why they went with the Carbonox. Plus it just looks cool. All right, so let's look around the rest of the watch. Of course, you get a signed crown right there. You got some pronounced crown guards over here at 3 o'clock. You got your date window over there at 3 o'clock. Again, black dial, white markers. These markers are not applied. They are screen printed, as is the numbers. You do have a nice date window with a white border around it. I like that. Minimal writing, you get the Luminox logo up there at the top, 200 meters right above 6 o'clock. And then, of course, Swiss made down there at 6 o'clock. You also have a little tritium tube right there on the second hand, if you can see that right there. And guys, these tritium tubes are no joke. They're very cool. I'll show you what they look like here in just a minute. All right, so let's go around to the other side. Nothing really going on over here. Again, here's your Jubilee bracelet. There is your machined scissor clasp. Really nice. Kind of expect that for a watch in this price range. There is your, there's your buckle. Here is the tag, by the way. There you go. Here's a case back. I've always liked their case backs. Still got the sticker on it, so that's why you see the red line right there. But man, I've always loved their case backs. I think they do a nice job, you know, with a combination of etching, engraving, all that good stuff. It is a screw down case back, of course. Here's a close-up of the signed crown. There you go. Little Luminox logo right there. Pretty cool. Crown action's fantastic. I mean, it's a Swiss watch. I would expect it to be fantastic, to tell you the truth. And you push it in ever so slightly, start spinning, and it immediately grips. Boom, and now it's screwed in. So guys, I mean, I think they're fantastic watches. Are they a little bit expensive? Yes, Luminox watches are a little bit expensive, but you get what you pay for. It's a very well made watch. Everything lines up correctly. I'm looking at the second hand right now, going around the dial. I mean, it lines up perfectly. I mean, I think they're really well made watches, and I've always liked them, even though they are a little bit expensive. Let me go and try this thing on real quick. I know it's going to feel great because they always do. Oh my gosh, wow, that feels fantastic. Really, really nice. There you go. All right, let me show you the Lume here. Well, the Lume is actually the Tritium tubes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what the Tritium looks like at night. Obviously, it's not going to be anywhere as bright as what I'm getting ready to show you now. But this is the color of the Tritium. Let me turn off the lights here, turn off the monitor. And I'm basically just going to kind of get the UV light near the Tritium, so it's going to activate it. But this is nowhere, again, this is not how bright it is at night. So if you look right there, there you go. And again, it's probably about half that brightness at night. But that gives you a good idea. And if I was to really shine it on there, you could really see it really well. But it's definitely bright enough where you can see it. But again, just because I have the UV light on it right now, it's nowhere near this brightness. Anyway, that tells you what the colors are. You got the orange at 12 o'clock and the 12 o'clock pip on the bezel. And of course, the minute hand is orange. So there you go. Pretty cool, man. I've always loved these Tritium tubes. Again, they last about 25 years, give or take a couple years. But I think they're fantastic. There is no actual Super Luminova on any of the markers or any of the hands. Its total illumination is through those Tritium tubes. So just kind of remember that. Luminox has it on their website for $695. I'll make sure to put that link down there in the description field for you. As always, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell. I really appreciate it when you do that. And guys, I'd love to know your thoughts on this thing, man. Tell me what you think of these new Ripples. Again, smaller form factor, basically the same watch as the regular Pacific Diver. I like them a lot, man. They also have a blue colored version of this, a blue dialed version of this, which I think looks fantastic as well. So anyway, guys, until the next review, I'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.